Fundamental SI units. SI stands for System International. What we're talking about is a decimal system of units used mainly in scientific work in which the basic quantities of length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of matter, and luminous intensity are discussed. When we talk about length, the SI unit is a meter. When we talk about mass, the SI unit is a gram. And the definition of mass is a measure of the amount of matter that's in an object. And we measure the mass of an object on a balance. Another fundamental SI unit involves time. And the basic unit for time is seconds. Sometimes we're going to be involved with what are called derived units. And these are units that are a little bit more complex than things like length, mass, and time. So an example of a derived unit are volume units. Volume is the amount of space an object occupies. There are several ways that we can measure the volume of an object, but one way is to take the length times the width times the height. So if we think about the units, we would be taking meters times meters times meters. And the derived units for that would be meters cubed. Density is another derived unit measurement. Density is the amount of matter in a given amount of space, or it's how compact a particular material is. When we go to calculate density, our units are grams per milliliter, so the mass per unit volume. Now let's look at some System International prefixes that are used to go along with those units. We've got kilo, hecto, and deca, which are all units that are multiples of the basic unit. And then we've got deci, centi, and milli, which are fractions of the basic unit. When we talk about the prefix kilo, our symbol is a lowercase k, and it means that that particular measurement is 1,000 times the basic unit. Like if we talk about kilometers, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. When we use the prefix hecto, our symbol is a lowercase h, and now we're talking about units that are 100 times the basic unit. Like a hectogram is equal to 100 grams. Deca is another multiple unit. The symbol is lowercase d, lowercase a. And when we talk about this prefix, we're dealing with measurements that are 10 times the basic unit. Like a decaliter is 10 times a liter. Now deci, centi, and milli are fractions of the basic unit. So when we talk about deci, our symbol is a lowercase d, and it tells us that we're looking at something that is 1/10 the basic unit. So if we have a decimeter, it is 1/10 of a meter. Or there are 10 decimeters in a meter. And you can relate that to dimes in money, because a dime is 1/10 of a dollar, or there are 10 dimes per dollar. Centi is the prefix that stands for 1/100th of the basic unit. Our symbol is a C, and we would have something like a centimeter. A centimeter is 1/100th of a meter, or there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And we can relate that to cents in our dollar system, because there are 100 cents in a dollar, just like there are 100 centimeters in a meter. The last unit that we're going to see is milli. Our symbol is a lowercase m, And this prefix means we're 1,000th of the basic unit. So if we were to look at a millimeter is 1,000th of a meter, or there are 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter.